free PR culture versus authenticity. Are influencers actually honest? Scroll Instagram or TikTok for 5 minutes in 2026 and it becomes almost impossible to avoid it. The PR unboxing. A creator sits in soft lighting, opens a beautifully packaged box from a skincare company or clothing brand, gasps dramatically, holds each item up to the camera, and thanks the brand for sending this over. It feels casual, personal, honest, like a friend showing you what arrived in the mail. But behind that moment sits one increasingly uncomfortable question. If influencers receive products for free, are their opinions still real? That question has become one of the defining tensions of internet culture in 2026. Influencer marketing is now a multi-billion-dollar industry, and brands continue shifting major advertising budgets away from traditional media and toward creators on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and podcasts. At the same time, audiences have become significantly more skeptical. A January 2026 consumer survey reported declining trust in influencer recommendations, with many users saying they actively question whether reviews are genuine or strategically curated for brand relationships. The issue isn't always direct payment. Sometimes the transaction is subtler. Instead of cash, a creator receives a luxury skincare package worth $500, or free meals, event invitations, hotel stays, VIP access, clothing, makeup, tech products, travel. These gifts are commonly called PR, public relations packages, and they are everywhere online. They are technically free, but culturally, they're rarely free. When brands send products to creators, there is often an unspoken expectation. Post about it, tag us, and ideally make it look desirable. That expectation creates tension between access and honesty. Scholars studying influencer disclosure have noted that creators often navigate a difficult ethical balance between maintaining audience trust and maintaining sponsorship relationships. One recent study found influencers commonly struggle between being authentic to followers and fulfilling brand obligations, and followers notice. Gen Z especially has become remarkably skilled at reading online performance. They notice when enthusiasm feels forced. They notice when every holy grail product is replaced the next week by a different must-have. They notice vague language like obsessed or run, don't walk, repeated across creators at the same time. Audible creator phrases, obsessed, run, don't walk, holy grail, must have. What used to feel aspirational now often feels transactional. A particularly controversial trend in 2026 has involved influencers reselling gifted PR products online through resale platforms. Reports out of Australia recently highlighted creators listing unopened PR gifts, beauty products, clothing, even luxury items on marketplace apps for profit. Critics argued it exposes a disconnect between what audiences see publicly and what happens privately behind the scenes. If an influencer publicly promotes a product but later sells it unopened, what does that say about the endorsement itself? Yet the answer isn't as simple as all influencers are dishonest. Many creators are incredibly transparent. Some openly label posts as "Judge-ad." Others clearly say a product was gifted. Some refuse sponsorships that don't align with their values or turn down deals entirely if they don't genuinely use the product. Canadian Ad Standards updated influencer marketing disclosure guidance in 2025 to make expectations even clearer around gifted products, affiliate relationships, and paid partnerships. Interestingly, research suggests transparency can actually increase trust. Cornell research on sponsorship disclosure found that audiences often trusted creators more when sponsorship relationships were openly disclosed instead of hidden. The bigger problem may not be sponsorship itself. The problem is performance disguised as authenticity. Social media platforms reward relatability. Influencers don't succeed by looking like billboards. They succeed by feeling like peers. The illusion is intimacy. A creator films from their bedroom, talks casually to the front-facing camera, shares skincare routines, relationship stories, or real-life updates. Followers feel connected. The content feels personal, but that closeness can blur advertising and friendship. When recommendations feel like advice from a friend rather than promotion from a business, audiences lower their guard. That's what makes influencer marketing so effective, and also what makes it ethically complicated. In 2026, authenticity online has become less about being perfectly real and more about being visibly honest about what's constructed. Audiences don't necessarily expect influencers to reject sponsorships. Most understand creators need income, but they increasingly expect clarity. Was this paid for? Was it gifted? Would you still recommend it if no one sent it to you? Did you actually use it? These questions now sit beneath nearly every beauty review, restaurant invite, fashion haul, and favorites video online. So, are influencers actually honest? Some are. Some absolutely are not. Most exist somewhere in between. Creators balancing personal taste, brand access, algorithm pressure, audience expectations, and income all at once. Perhaps the more useful question in 2026 isn't whether influencers are honest. It's whether audiences have become smart enough to recognize when authenticity itself has become part of the marketing strategy. And increasingly, it seems they have.